Supervisor Chuck Washington.
Thank you, everyone, and I appreciate you inviting me here. I'm one of those gray-haired. I'm not a white working parent anymore, but I did spend most of yesterday with my three grandchildren at Wild Animal Park on the holiday. So, yeah, I work, and I'm a grandparent. I won't spend time I don't want to be correcting some of the misstatements from my challengers, but I want to share with you who I am and how I arrived at where I am today. When I got out of the Navy as a pilot and got hired by Delta Airlines, we moved back to San Diego in 1987. In 1989, we moved up here, my wife and I, with a 6-year-old. She is now married. She lives in Murrieta, and she's the mom of 3 kids, the 3 grandkids I referenced. When we moved here, we opened a brand new elementary school here in Murrieta, E. Hale Curran, with that 6-year-old. And I began to get involved in my local community as a volunteer. I taught PE at the school at E. Hale Curran, and I worked to read in the classes. And before you know it, I got named Citizen of the Year in Murrieta in 1995. So someone said, Chuck, you should run for Murrieta City Council. And I said, okay, what is it? I didn't know what a city council was. My day job as an airline pilot allowed me the time to be a volunteer and be active in my community, and that's what I did. I ran for Murrieta City Council, got elected, spent 1 term, I hated it. I decided not to run again. We moved to Temecula. Once in Temecula, I got involved with the Boys and Girls Club. I served on their board. I became president of Habitat for Humanity. We built 2 homes in Temecula. I served on the Temecula Valley Chamber of Commerce, where I learned a lot about what it means to help a business grow, a small business. And by the way, my wife and I are partners with our daughter and son-in-law in owning a small business in Temecula that we've owned for 10 years. He is very hardworking. It's a successful business, and I utilize my experience that I've learned creating the 60,000 jobs that we created in Temecula when I was on the Temecula City Council for over 11 years. I want to highlight some of the other things before my time runs out, but some of the things that I was involved in while on the local government at city council level as a volunteer primarily, that I'm being criticized now for being a career politician. I'm a retired airline pilot. I'm not a career politician. I'm a volunteer. I helped open the Temecula Theater in Old Town. I helped open the new Temecula Library. If you doubt me, my name's on the building. Go look and see. We just broke ground on the new French Valley Library because I believe in libraries. I think libraries are a great family place, great place for kids to learn and for the community to come together. I pushed for Madera Vista affordable housing on Margarita, even when it was a very unpopular decision, and they wanted to run us out of town because they say, oh, affordable housing means those kinds of people who live there. I pushed for that. I stood tall for that. We received last year $23.7 million in No Place Like Home funds here in Riverside County. I established a District 3 homeless task force that is a meeting with all of the 4 cities' electeds, as well as law enforcement, as well as Dr. Matt Chang, who's the director of our behavioral health, who can address mental health issues as well as substance abuse issues that are affecting those who are homeless, because well over half of our homeless are impacted by mental health and drug abuse, substance abuse issues. 1 minute left to talk faster, or I should have done less. Temecula Chamber, I was part of that. Tourism now is a $1 billion industry in the Southwest. We opened a business development center out of French Valley Airport. And by the way, I own a small airplane. I was criticizing for owning a small airplane. My wife's inheritance paid for that. When her mother died, my wife bought me a 1974 single-engine Cessna. I offer it up for flights, for nonprofits, so I use it for that as well as taking my family around. As I said, I'm a Navy veteran. We have a functional 0 homelessness in Riverside County, which means we provide a home for every veteran who wants one. we're the only county in the entire nation to achieve that milestone. So I want to thank you again for your support you gave me in 2016. 2008, I have a cover of the Californian newspaper, and I'm on the front page because I got reelected in Temecula. At the top of the page is
I'm
Barack
gonna
Obama.
have to stop you.
We had a great 8 years with Barack. We've had a horrible last 3.5 years. I want your support to continue representing Democrats in Riverside County. Thank you.
Thank you so much.